Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is the message that Spirit has for the collective at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot. I will pull clarifiers, um, pull some cards for what you don't see coming, and get some advice from spirits in the extended. If you're interested in that, there is a link below to join the membership, or you can purchase the single video. So be sure and like the video. Definitely leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and subscribe to my channel if you like the messages. All of the interaction really helps to grow my channel, but it also pushes the messages out so that other people get them as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. You have a lot of major arcana. Wow. This is a pretty big time for you right now, Taurus. Pretty big message. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is about an awakening. This is about like a rebirth. So like total spiritual awakening, right? And then like accepting lessons. um it's, you know, accepting lessons, accepting the past, and then releasing things and moving forward, right? That can also be like going through some kind of um spiritual awakening, or just like a rebirth, like a new mindset, right? That's what rebirth is for me. So this is like releasing judgment of yourself and of others. And I feel like there again is that spiritual awakening taking place so that it can kind of move you forward and move you away from past. And you just like, it's about like surrendering and then releasing and then moving forward. And again, not judging yourself or others for things that have happened in the past so that you can have a more vibrant future, right? Definitely, you know, some kind of awakening or rebirth going on for here for you. But I also see the archangel here, so you are very protected at this time, I feel. And there's an archangel in this card as well, which we'll get into. But the situation is the death card, so another major arcana. You have the majority of your cards are major arcana, so this again is a pretty big time for you, pretty big transition. You could be going through like a full spiritual awakening. But the death card is an ending. And this is again a transformation that is occurring. um Releasing, a lot of releasing the past. So maybe you are kind of just moving into like a whole new way of being here. You know, when the death card turns up for me, it's going through a cycle, and um like some kind of transformation. And this could be in mindset, this could be in your actual life, right? Again, with that spiritual awakening, I just feel like things are really changing. There was a big ending for you. This could be the ending of, again, a mindset, a relationship, a family dynamic, whatever that is. There is like a total ending and a transformation going on here for you. So the challenge for you, or the obstacle, is the strength card. So the strength card is about confidence. This is about overcoming obstacles. So as a blockage, I feel like maybe you're kind of lacking the confidence here, right? Like not seeing that you have the strength to go through this, and you know, being uncomfortable moving through these obstacles, and trusting yourself in order to move through this, right? And that's totally normal, especially when you're going through a big transformation like this, because the death card and the judgment are about rebirth, right? And that's not an easy energy when you're ending a cycle in your life and moving into a completely new cycle. You know, as major arcana cards, those are like the big pivotal moments in life. That's why this is such a big deal, because, you know, these little court cards and, you know, the minor arcana are like little day-to-day things that you need to focus on or do. But when you have this many major arcana cards, like this is a huge life change. Like your whole world is changing here, right? So with this strength card being in the blockage, I feel like this, you really need to know that you have the strength, you have what it takes to push through these obstacles And I feel like you just need to have faith in yourself and in spirit here, which is very hard to do, when there are tough endings or a complete transformation going on here. Believe me, I've been through that myself. We don't have the tower here, so it tells me it wasn't like completely jarring, but spiritual awakenings can be very enlightening, or, needing to move on from the past here. The root cause of this situation is the world card. So again, like ending a cycle, the world is the end of the major arcana. So there has been some kind of completion, some kind of fulfillment here, like maybe a karmic contract, or um, just an ending of a cycle, and you again moving into a whole new cycle. It's also, a new beginning. With every ending comes a new beginning. So I feel like you have completely transitioned through, again, this cycle. I'll probably pull some clarifiers here just to see like what this ending is in this cycle, and it could be different for each of you. Again, like this could be the ending of a marriage, and now like you're kind of waking up to this whole new world of being, and you're worried about being on your own, right? This can just be like you've gained spiritual enlightenment. Excuse me. You've gained spiritual enlightenment here, and now you're needing to navigate moving forward, right? Because a spiritual awakening can be like very, you know, very tough cycle to move through. It's hard to have confidence when you're moving through that, right? Like I remember the beginning of my spiritual awakening, and I've had many, right? You don't have just one, like you were constantly growing through lessons. So, what has just recently occurred, that is affecting this situation is the Fool. So, this is a new beginning. This is like a leap of faith, freeing yourself. So, maybe you have freed yourself from a situation and now you're starting over, or this could just be you. You took a leap of faith and now you have this whole new beginning in front of you. But what I do love is that we have the World card, which is the end of the major arcana, and then you have the Fool, which is the beginning of the major arcana. So you have completed a cycle in your life, and now this is a fresh start, like a fresh do-over, right? So again, not an easy energy, but it is definitely an important time for you, a pivotal time for you, moving into some kind of new beginning, a new way of being. Yeah, this is just a huge time for you. And I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep repeating myself. It's just, this is a big transition. Like to have this many right here in this part of the reading is just a big transition for you, and that can be very difficult. Your higher self or your spirit guides are giving you the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is about a decision. It is about um, needing to make a choice, and then focusing on those future plans. So this person has this globe in his hand, and he is looking out to the horizon, right? Like looking out to the future. Like he has this globe in his hand. Like you have the whole world at your fingertips here, all the possibilities, right? This new beginning, this leap of faith, and then trusting in spirit to bring things to fruition for you. Again, it's not an easy energy. So this is about you needing to step out of a comfort zone and then take those next steps towards your future. You have this new beginning, the Fool. You've taken the leap of faith. Now make a plan and take those next steps towards what it is you want to move to, right? Really needing to make those plans for the future. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do, right? Like you have the whole world at your fingertips here. What is it you want to move into? So, in the immediate future, we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is about learning. This is about communication, information, like that enthusiasm for life, right? This is being open to new ideas, sharing your ideas. It's this eagerness to learn. So, again, with the spiritual awakening, maybe you are learning about new modalities of spirituality, right? Or really focusing on certain aspects that you're interested in with your spirituality, right? So maybe you're focused on, trusting your intuition. Maybe you're focused on mediumship. Maybe you're focused on Buddhism. Whatever it is like really learning and being open to new ideas, right? And then that can even be like ideas from spirit, like getting messages from spirit and being curious about like your journey, and then really just kind of like even like finding truths about yourself, learning about yourself through this, right? Again, if this is a whole new way of being, like you're really learning about who you are and what it is you want to move into, right? That's part of a spiritual awakening as well, is like really discovering yourself here. And your thoughts and feelings, we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. This is about equal give and take, being generous, sharing resources. So this can be about you like feeling like you want to share with others. Again, if you've been through a spiritual awakening or some kind of cycle, maybe you want to share with others, right? Or maybe you want to really kind of learn from others, have that equal give and take, right? This is about like really needing to share your information, right? Maybe you want to kind of share your ideas with others and really wanting to remain balanced, like feeling very generous here, very giving. So in your environment, the influence here is the Lovers. So this can be about love, right? This can be like maybe this was a spiritual awakening for you in love. Like I know twin flames go through that, where they kind of have like this enlightenment, and they kind of go through a spiritual awakening because of the relationship. So that can be this situation, but it can just be about alignment, right? So the Lovers was originally a card for a choice or a decision made from like a place of love, a place of alignment, and balancing that masculine and feminine, right? So maybe this is like you really just needing to get in alignment and focus on the masculine and feminine energies, and becoming aligned with your spiritual path and your spiritual journey, right? Again, with that learning about yourself, learning about your journey and gathering information. Maybe this is just you kind of getting into alignment and getting into balance in order to um, move forward with, the right relationships, the right people. And that can be why you're feeling very generous here, right? This doesn't even have to be about love. It can just be like all relationships, right? Like friends, being able to like find a spiritual group. In your hopes and fears, we have the Moon. So the Moon is about um like what's under the surface, right? This is about dreams, illusions, bringing things to light, um and like listening to your intuitive those intuitive nudges, those intuitive messages, right? So maybe you're hoping to really tap into your intuitive side. Maybe you're really hoping to kind of maybe tap into dreams even, right? I know a lot of people do like developing their intuition and with their dreams, like dream journals, and getting messages. That can be this information that's coming in. Maybe it's coming in through your dreams here. um, but you're probably very intuitive and just really hoping to um, discover that more, right? Like really kind of dive into uh, like the spiritual side of things, like what's hidden underneath, right? That spirituality. I feel like you're just really curious about this. So, in the overall outcome, the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is prosperous. She's wealthy. She's very grounded and nurturing type of energy. So, I feel like this could potentially, um, bring some kind of prosperity to you. Like, if this is some kind of like spiritual practice, maybe you're learning how to help others, and then, being able to kind of turn that into a business, like prosperity. This is also about like getting grounded, and she's very generous. She is that earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So maybe this is a love relationship with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this can just really be you finding yourself, right? Since you are that Taurus energy, this can be you like really, stepping into who you are, stepping into your power. And I know a lot of tarot readers say that, but for me, when I say that, it is because you are really finding yourself, right? Like this with the spiritual awakening, maybe you're really focused on um, who you are as a person and how you want to live your life, right? Because this is a whole new way of being, right? This whole new beginning for you, and like having the confidence to be who you are and live in your authenticity and really just be yourself. here, right? Because this is you. This is the Queen of Pentacles energy. She is very grounded and nurturing. So, um, again, she's very generous. So there is maybe, with this time of being generous, maybe, if you're in the position to help others, you can, help others financially, or, you can give to them through your spirituality. Maybe you're a healer, right? This is a huge time for you, though. Like, just very big transition. Complete, like, I feel like your life is completely different, like a complete do-over, complete start, new start, right? Like, completely new life. But definitely stepping into more of who you are and being authentically you here. And I feel like that's because you've been through some kind of cycle, and now you're kind of awakening, um, yeah, to who you really want to be in the world. So I really love this. I think this is amazing energy. Maybe not the easiest energy to go through, but it's definitely worth it, right? And I feel like you can handle it, and you definitely will. So we're going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers and pull some cards on what you don't see coming, and then get some advice on how you can kind of work through this. So we're going to go into the extended. Again, you can purchase the membership if you're interested, or you can purchase the one video. It will be on Patreon. If this is where we part, then I hope this message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.